Coach Joy here with Big Will Coaching during our weekly check-in. Now, Brian puts together a Monday motivation that he puts on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, so be sure you're following us on those outlets so you can see what the motivational thought is each week. Now, this week, he decided to focus on one single word instead of a quote. And he was actually like on the trainers, like 110 degrees outside, raining ash because we're in the middle of a big fire, the El Dorado fire. Started like a mile from here, so we're right outside the evacuation zone. And he's like, hey, which word should I focus on? And instantly I said, hey, adaptability. Now, the dictionary definition of adaptability is the quality of being able to adjust to new conditions or the capacity to be modified for a new purpose. Now, that's not putting the brakes on. That's not taking a full stop. That's not like coming to a complete end of what you're doing, but that's being comfortable with changing the path, changing the trajectory, changing your rules of engagement. Now, obviously for us in the very near past, we've had everything since this fire began has been adapted, from our communication with athletes, from what we're doing in the household, from our personal training. Okay, we've had to change stuff, and that's okay. And now for you as athletes, we know that everybody's been kind of in this phase of adaptation or adaptation since going into quarantine. So I want to commend each of you for having that bandwidth or that capacity to adapt, and kind of looping that into you as the athlete. One of the biggest things that you all can do for us as the coach to help with how we need to adapt better is leaving some of the more notes on your TrainingPeaks activities. There's a super slick spot on there that says post-activity comments. And that's one of the richest places for engagement and information that you can carry over to your coach. So I want to encourage each of you to take, literally could be like 2 minutes to write in like what happened. You know, like I'm in the smoke zone, like I'm feeling compromised, with my breathing, or, I hit 3 Strava segment PRs today and I'm feeling really great, because we want to congratulate you on that. We want to help enhance your experience. And anytime you add those comments, it creates this extra layer to the blueprint of you as the athlete. Now, we can read data like all day long, all right? And it's cool, it makes sense, we can see what's happening, and we're excited about your physiology and how it's improving. But you telling us about your experience, how it went, how it felt, what your motivation levels are, that's going to help us and be one of the richest things that you can share with us. So I really want to encourage you here this week and kind of here through the month. I really want to encourage you to take a couple extra minutes. There's Brian too. We're adapting, right? We're doing a late video. We're getting the toddler out of here, and I was hiding in my room, but they all found me. So take even 30 seconds. TrainingPeaks has an awesome phone app that I can type in. I know everybody's typing and texting to people all day long. So upload your ride. A lot of you can just Wi-Fi that ride directly in. You don't even have to open your laptop. Jump on the app. Tell us how it went. Okay. I have fellow coaches that are like, I never even engage with my athletes if they don't put any comments, because the ride means nothing. The activity means nothing to me without their feedback. It's that important. So big call to action. We want to serve you better and help us serve you better, okay, by adding those comments, adding that feedback. You don't have to write a story. You don't have to write a book, although it is very entertaining, those of you that do. We love to read them. And again, it paints a better picture of you as the athlete, and it just helps us serve you better. So that's our tip, adaptability, all right? Be willing, be ready to change trajectory. And I'm just looking at my notes here, to modify for a new purpose. All right, so just because we're on a track doesn't mean we don't need to take a different one. All right, so everybody, please stay safe. Please stay really aware of the air quality in your local area. When you can see the ash, it's very obvious. When you can't see the ash, it's worse, because it actually gets in there. All right, so it's hazy, dirty air. Just be mindful and be smart. Make good decisions. I literally tell Brian that every time he leaves for a bike ride. So I'd like to share it with you. Make good decisions. Our goal is that we can ride bikes again tomorrow. So enjoy your evening, and best of luck getting here through the week.